And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review. Today we are reviewing The Tale of Despereaux. Despereaux? I don't know how to necessarily pronounce it. They pronounce his name in the movie. I still don't know how to pronounce it. It just doesn't sound right. I don't know. My brain cannot connect the words with the pronunciations. But if you know how it's pronounced or how a good way for me to pronounce it, let me know in the comments. I need to figure that out. But this is another movie that I guess I don't know when it comes out. It's an animated movie, and I'd never seen it before, but we have it on DVD, so I gave it a watch, and I got a lot of thoughts on it. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? First off, I honestly, at the very beginning of the movie, kind of thought it was going to be a Ratatouille clone. I guess I don't know if this movie came out before Ratatouille or after Ratatouille, but it felt very similar to Ratatouille. It's a rat, deals with food. That's not what it is. That's not what it ends up being, but it's got a more medieval take on it. But it does share the same elements, kind of, and I don't know, still, it's not too far off. It's not necessarily identical, it's not a copy, but it's not too far off from it. It's kind of like they paraphrased it, really, instead of just directly quoting it. I think the animation, though, here's something that one of the few things that I really liked about this movie is the animation. It was really good. Good quality, very smooth. And it just looks really, really good, which I'm very happy with. That was a very good surprise for me. But let's talk about what I don't like about this movie. And the characters, they're fine. The characters are fine. They're boring as hell for the most part, in my opinion. The princess, especially, is boring as hell. The antagonist, there's not a true fucking antagonist in this movie, and and that really does not help it at all. There's the rat that we start out with the rat guy, right? And he's like there, but then we're jumping over to the mouse, and then the mouse becomes the main character. But then the rat becomes the antagonist with the girl. It just does not help at all with the pacing, because the pacing is just terrible. We jump from one thing to the next thing, and then we switch to another character out of nowhere. There's more characters coming in, and honestly, it's just a lot. It's just a lot to follow. And jumping. I've reviewed a few of these movies where characters jump in and out, and it's really hard to follow, kind of with the pacing and whatnot. This movie is definitely one of them. And I just don't know why they chose that. I don't know why they chose it that way. It definitely, I get it. That's kind of where you wanted to go, and honestly, I can see what they were going for, but they didn't execute it that well. So there's that. I don't know. They could have set up something a little bit better. A movie needs a man antagonist as well. There's no man antagonist in this movie, really. Whoever they set up to possibly be the man antagonist just doesn't deliver, and I don't know. It just kind of sets up for a really boring movie, because the antagonist is not really revealed until near the end of the film, and then it comes out to be that they get there's a tiny bit of conflict, but then there's not. It just doesn't work well at all. And then kind of like I said, the character arcs and character development, it's very unprompted. Take again the rat for example. He gets rejected by the princess and then conspires to kill her. We get this shift, and it's not really a shift, because it doesn't happen. There's 1 minute, and then another minute there's a different thing. It doesn't there's no shift or gradual change, and the little bit that we do get for reasoning is very unprompted, and it's just okay, cool, what the fuck, doesn't make any sense to me. Oh my god. What a man. This movie was just all over the place. And honestly, like I said, it's a pretty boring movie. I don't know. I mean, there's not really much else to say about it. I mean, everything else is kind of okay. They reveal around. They wrap. We'll digress from that point because I can't speak the words. But anyways, for my final score for The Tale of Despereaux, or whatever the name is, I'm gonna have to give it a good 5 out of 10. It's not the worst movie that I've ever seen by far, but goddamn is it boring and just lacking in a lot of ways. So that's gonna do it for this review. If you've ever seen this movie, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well. So stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more movie reviews and other awesome stuff. Until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.